what we're doing is setting the form right now to get ready to cast the column that has the gate. So if you recognize, this is the iron that we'd had up there that we showed you earlier, and we bolted it to the inside of our form. And now we'll take this half of the form and stand it up over there, and she'll do some filming while we're doing it, and tying those rebars into the rebar crib work that's there. So right now we'll get ready to set that up there, and then she can film it as we're doing some of the tying, you'll see, and then we'll close the box up with the other half of the form and cast the cement. Hold up. Wrong. Okay, as you can see, we stood the section of form up, and what that does is allows that rebar to be tied into here. And so all of our rebar is embedded and tied into concrete for these angle irons. That way, when we cast the cement, it's all bonded in. It's not just relying on the flange of the cement to hold the rebar in. So now we'll tie it, position it a little better and tie it, and then we'll put the two halves, both the two halves together, and cast the cement. All right, now he's doing the tying the rebar to the cages, the upright cages. So what that does is ties all the metal together, like we said earlier before, so that when we cast the cement, it's all bonded together. That prevents that angle iron from being pulled out because it's bonded, casted in the cement, and tied to the rest of the crib work. All right, well, this is the finished result, pretty much finished result. We've casted this post, and this is the angle iron that you saw us placing in there. These get ground off, and then we will take our grinder disc and smooth this down a little bit. But that's our steel. That's what we have embedded in there that's tied to the column, that now is an integral part of the column post. So now we can position hinges anywhere we need to position, or latching mechanisms, whatever it may be that we end up using. But like I said, we're going to do a double gate for right now, so we'll have hinges on both sides, and this allows us our material to weld to without having to dig in and find the rebar. So we'll grind these off today, dress up the column, and get it ready to set hinges on it. Well, it's a new day on the farm. We got electricity.
Yay!
Pinocchio just installed the power. So
yeah,
we've just moved into the 21st century.
Oh. And this one, guys, is a temporary light because we're gonna make a pin light on this one. But so we just do that for the inspection and everything, and that one will be fixed. Yeah. And congratulations, Mr. Charles.
Yep, plug in everything.
We have power ready.
We got
finally.
Yep, electricity's all done. The pole's all hooked up good.
Yeah.
Transfer switch works.
Yeah.
Automatic transfer switch. I had to put it in manual, but because I don't want it to automatically switch if you have a power drop, and then nobody knows how to turn it back on. But we're getting 245 volts. So by the meter out there, I put a meter that I can measure the voltage meter all the time and see the voltage.
On this line,
we're on the same transformer.
Oh, we're just the same transformer.
Yeah, on the same low voltage line, common line. So there's two places, us and them, is on this line right now. That's all. But they're changing out the transformer down there, the big transformer today, for all the common line. so that more voltage goes through as people are being added on. That's what they're getting ready to go do right now. So they should have plenty of power.
Let's show them the meter outside.
Okay.
Here's our meter.
All right, so they put the meter in.
It's running.
Yep, that's new digital meter.
And that's my name on the bottom.
And so the meter's all in, ready to go, running.
That's a pretty one.
Of course, we have service disconnect of our own that we can shut the power off.
Yeah.
And then we have a transformer or a transfer switch
For
here.
the generator?
This is for the generator or solar, either one. It depends on whichever we put on first, or both. But it's set up with a voltage meter on the outside so that I can see the voltage, know exactly what we're getting, when we're getting it, and it also indicates when we're on grid power versus emergency power.
Ooh.
But our transfer switch and everything's up and operational, so we have full power now.
Wow.
But that's where the generator comes into, feeds into later. But
you happy?
I'm happy it's done and over with. Glad to see it on. Well, this is the walk-in entryway frame for the fence. So we just got done welding it. We're going to let it cool down, and then later this evening Papa will red primer paint at least the bottom half of it. We may silver oxide it. We got silver, so we'll probably make the aluminum silver. We may just paint it all silver to have it over with. But anyway, this is the framework that gets casted in the cement for the walk-through gate. So tomorrow we'll set that. Today we're going to go down and remove our forms here real quick and reset them and recast, and then we'll be done for the day and start all over again tomorrow.
Would you like to tell them what size of this?
We used 1.25 inch by 4 inch channel iron, C-iron, and it's put together and then seam welded, so it makes a 3 by 4 post, and then we use 2 by 4 galvanized pipe or galvanized tubing, square tubing on the top, and that makes the header. Because our fence is using 2-inch tubular in our fences, so we're staying with the same, trying to hold the same design coming across for the gate is what we're doing at this point in time. Don't push it out yet. I want to leave that in there as a safety measure. Papa and I'll just hold it. I think if we go careful, we can take this off without breaking it.
And then tipak niya rin.
We do, break it. Find out anyway. Hang on to it, Papa. All right, you.
Wow, nice.
All right, Papa, you ready? Pull back just a little bit. Grab the bolts.
Ang gala daw bolts pa. Di bolt di atubangan pa. Wala.
Yeah.
Dahil man.
They're getting ready to put it in. We're getting ready to adjust the height where it sets in so that we can cast it in cement down in here along with our hollow block for our wall. So that's what we're doing at the present. So. Okay, first thing you can do is let's measure here and see if you're going to be close enough with your hollow block. Get your tape measure. Check your hollow block. Center of the tube, center of the deal. We're straight up and down. Okay, this one here, get a little. You need a 1 inch thick piece of hollow block over there. Right there. Yep. making some temporary gates, which will probably be there a year or two. No one temporary around this place, but we're just making tubular. For any of you old farmers back in the States, you know what a Powder River cattle panel is. That's basically what I'm building is it'll have 2 more tubulars across. We didn't have a tubular bender, so I ordered EMT conduit, metal conduit 90s off of the internet. They're cheap, and I didn't have a bender, so we wanted to give it a little character to the gate. So that's what we're doing, and these are the hinges we're using. These hinges are truck side, drop side hinges for the side of the trucks here, and so that's what we're going to use on here. What we'll do is these will get, instead of just welding it onto here, we will drill here and then take the grinder and slot and insert this inside of the tubular and then weld it, and so it'll be inside, and then this will mount to our steel that's in the column that we have. So that allows the gate to be like this, and then it'll open up as we need to swing it open. So
you can open swing like that.
It can swing either direction.
Either direction.
It can swing either direction that way, whichever way we decide we want the gates to swing.
So this is the first panel?
This is the first panel. It's just roughly tacked together right now. We were just practicing a little bit before getting the layout of what we wanted before lunch. So when we get it finished up, we'll duplicate it, make one more.
Yeah.
Let's see the start.
It's nice. Look.
Ready?
Get it.
Yesterday we casted the last post, so they removed that, and we casted the last footers we needed to cast for hollow blocks. So that's what they're doing this morning. They removed the forms, they took this to lay the block. We're going to lay these 2 today, and possibly that one over there. Then this one gets done tomorrow. So we'll get this done so we can move our forms and cast our tops on it. And then we'll be all but 2 left to casting the tops. We've been working on the gate, building the gates. We got one half of the gate finished. We'll do the other half this afternoon. So we're getting close. One of these days, we finished the first half of the gate. Papa's sanding it down, getting ready. We're going to paint it with the aluminum silver that we have to protect it. But we have everything on. We haven't mounted it to the post yet. We got to make one more so we can level them and to set them. But it's all ready. So Papa's going to paint it this morning, prevent it from rusting, make it look good. So we got one more to make. We'll make it this afternoon, so we should have it pretty much ready to hang. I think we'll try to hang them this afternoon or the first thing in the morning, and then we still have the man gate to make.
So they're gonna be working on this side, guys. So tomorrow Papa is gonna dig all of this. I told him to put on this side, so we have additional dirt on this side.